Here we go. Hello, all you beautiful people, and welcome to the stream. I just saw
Hey guys.
Just question for everyone in the chat. Did you hear our intro and the music? I'm just curious. We might have technical issues on our side while we
There
were
might
setting
be some.
up.
Yeah.
So let me know in the chat. But yeah, thank you for coming in, and welcome to the stream.
Thank you so much.
Guys, yeah, my name is Alex, aka INTHEBATLOOP, and Lucas to my left, right, co-host, good friend. We are here, you guys. Glad you're here. We are going to do a trailer reaction. But like I said, I just want to make sure we don't have any technical issues on our side before we continue. So, but yeah, you guys, if you haven't yet, hit that like button. It'll really help out both of our channels. We really appreciate it so much.
Like, subscribe, notifications, all that fun stuff.
It looks like Katrina says she heard the sound and saw the intro. Glennon said crystal clear. By the way, hey everybody in the chat. Hello, Katrina, my love. How are you?
Hey, here for a moment. Thanks so much.
Hey, how are you guys doing? Glad you guys are here too. Welcome, welcome. And Lennon, I saw you too. What's up, buddy? Thank you for joining the stream. Again, you guys that are coming in, help us out. Hit that like button. We really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so then I guess it's technical difficulties on our end. Anyways, but that's okay. Anyways, we are here.
It's fine.
Yeah, we are here because a new trailer dropped. And for those who don't know, there is a Venom movie. This is the follow-up to that movie. And for those who know me, I don't care for Marvel, but I do care about Venom. I actually enjoyed the first Venom movie. There's one little thing I did not enjoy, because to me that's not Venom. There was just too much humor. I feel like that's a Spider-Man thing, not Venom. He has a little humor here and there, but it was just
characters together, kind of.
It was like it was like throughout the whole movie. It was funny. The stuff was funny. I laughed, but I was like, am I watching a Venom or a Spider-Man movie? I was like, this is Venom, right? But anyways. But yeah, that new trailer came in. We are going to watch it. We're going to give our reaction to it, and we're going to discuss about it. For those who are watching, I usually do theme park news in the beginning, but I just kind of want to just jump right into the trailer reaction.
Exciting. I've been sitting on this all day.
So, but yeah, you guys. So, if you guys need to get some popcorn, you need to get comfy, you need to go take a bathroom, something, hurry up because we will get to it. We're going to play this trailer. We're both excited. But yeah, let us do this and get it all set up. All right.
It's exciting.
Yeah, it is.
It's really exciting. I like different takes of superhero stuff, and this is definitely, the Venom movie was definitely like a interesting take on something. I'm getting cookies and milk. Don't play it yet.
Okay, Katrina. Yeah, I'm excited about it because, like I said, I like that they gave Venom his own movie and redid from Spider-Man 3 because that was
garbage, hot trash, dumpster fire.
Yeah, not even worth saying, like wasting my breath on. It was so bad.
It was a bad movie.
But they did a really good job with this one, which came out. What year did this one come out? 2018.
Yes.
I don't remember.
Yes.
I think so, right?
Yes.
That sounds about right.
Yes.
If anyone knows,
I'm 100% sure, but yes.
But yeah. Okay, I'm back. Okay, we're gonna Yeah, get your cookies and milk too, you guys. But yeah, I'm excited. And Carnage. Ooh,
That's what I'm
this is
really
gonna be
excited
good.
for.
Yeah,
It's going to be interesting because Woody Harrelson is playing Carnage.
yeah, that was a good pick. I think I mean, we'll see in the trailer because it's one thing to pick maybe the right actor, but if they
It
don't
is.
play out, you know.
Also,
So
fun fact: this movie is directed by Andy Serkis.
I didn't see. I don't know because I didn't even look
Yeah,
up. I haven't even. All
yeah.
right. All
It's very
right.
interesting. I didn't look up the cast of this movie, so I don't know if we're going to get some surprise, some surprise characters or not that have been teased in either other shows or movies or whatnot. But yeah, Andy Serkis directing, and then Woody Harrelson's Carnage is definitely confirmed for this movie.
Yeah. Now that
Kind
you
of want to
said
see
that,
like Tom Holland in here because they still have the rights, and they've been in talks of like putting that Spider-Man in the Sony movies. So
yeah.
I
So
want to see it. I want to see it.
yeah, me too.
Also, before we watch this, I don't know what this movie's rated or if it has a rating yet, but I want to say that the Venom movies would have benefited. The Venom movie would have benefited from an R rating. So if this one's
Bizarre.
PG-13, then it's still gonna probably follow suit with the same flaws of the original movie.
Yeah, you're right. Well, I mean, we'll see. So,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let us begin.
Spooky.
Thank you. Thank you. Working on my voice for Halloween. Anyways.
Booga booga. Bunga
All right.
bunga.
Here we go, you guys. 3, 2, 1.
Let's go.
I say either, you say either, I say neither, and I say neither, neither, neither. Let's call the whole thing off. Ta-da! Catch up.
Excuse me?
Yummy.
Okay.
Good evening, Eddie.
Hey, Mrs. Chen.
Good evening, Venom.
Function Hall, Mrs. Chen.
He says hi.
One is the loneliest number that you'll ever do.
I've been thinking about you, Eddie.
Two can be as bad as one. It's the loneliest number.
Because you and I are the same. Every decision we ever make, who do we leave behind? And how do we leave them? Waiting in the darkness for the rescuer who never comes. Welcome back, Eddie Brock. It's been a long time. Miss you so much.
He looks crazy.
Yeah.
Soon come chaos.
Is that Shriek?
Chaos soon come.
One is the loneliest number that you'll ever do.
Okay.
The chocolate delivery hasn't arrived yet.
No!
We had a deal.
What's gonna happen? You gonna stop protecting me?
I am happy to eat, Mrs. Chen.
No, you cannot eat, Mrs. Chen.
What?
Nothing?
Okay. What did it say at the end? Let's see. Hold on. It doesn't have a rating. Coming soon only in movie
No.
theaters. Okay.
And IMAX.
So
Yay, boy. Let's go. Only watching IMAX. Only watching
Yeah.
IMAX.
That looked really good. You guys in the comments let us know what you thought of the trailer. That looks intense. That looks
That
really
looks.
good.
That's what I'm saying though. Is like it. If it's not rated R, all those scenes are gonna look really, really weak though.
If it's
that
not
look
rated
like they
R,
could be really. Yeah, like it needs to have that rated R rating to really like sell it. I'm 100% positive on that. So if it has that PG-13 rating, it's still going to have that like Saturday morning cartoon feel.
Wouldn't you think it might be PG-13 just because of the trailer? If it was rated R, they probably would have had
Well, I mean, this was like I think this was more like a teaser trailer to me, not like a full on like trailer.
Yeah, like a
And there
trailer.
could be, and if it turns out to be rated R, it could be a red band trailer, which would be nice. But I'm almost 100% positive it's going to be PG-13. So
We got Justin here saying, "Hey Justin, what's up, buddy? How you doing, bro? Looks all right. Not too excited, but he's interested.
yeah,
I mean, it's a teaser trailer, but I mean,
it looks better than the first one.
yeah,
I think they learned from some things. They definitely didn't stick with the like look for Woody Harrelson at the end of the movie, like the super red, like obnoxious wig. They were like, hey. So they changed the look of him a little bit, which
Yeah,
I
they
like.
yeah, yeah. Let's see. You want to play it again?
Yeah, let's give it a little one.
What did it hear for the moments that you guys said? Holy crap! I was just watching while trying to get my daughter to sleep, and she put her doll up over my phone in the dark, and and all I saw was the doll's face.
Yeah, let's watch it again then. If here for a moment didn't get to see it, let's go and watch it again. Let's give it another watch real quick. Maybe because I'm pretty sure that the character is Shriek, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember her name for certain, but she's in the Maximum Carnage comic book.
Let me.
And I'm pretty sure that's who he's with breaking out of Ravencroft. And if so, this is a very interesting. Let's see where it's going.
There's a Naomi Harris Shriek.
Shriek? It is Shriek? Ah! Called it. Awesome. Okay. Okay. Interesting.
All right, guys. We're going to play this one more time, and then we'll talk about it. Ready?
Yeah.
Are we ready? Okay.
I say either, you say either, I say neither, and I say neither, neither. Let's call the whole thing off. Ta-da! Catch up.
Excuse me?
Yummy.
Good evening, Eddie.
Hey, Mrs. Chen.
Good evening, Venom.
Function Hall, Mrs. Chen.
He says hi.
One is the loneliest number that you'll ever do.
I've been thinking about you, Eddie.
Two can be as bad as one. It's the loneliest number.
Because you and I are the same. Every decision we ever make. Who do we leave behind? And how do we leave them? Waiting in the darkness for the rescuer who never comes. Welcome back, Eddie Brock. It's been a long time. Miss you so much.
It's creepy, man. I like that shot.
Soon come chaos. Chaos soon come.
That looks so cool.
It's the loneliest number that you'll ever do.
The chocolate delivery hasn't arrived yet.
No!
We had a deal.
What's gonna happen? You gonna stop protecting me?
I am happy to eat, Mrs. Chen.
No, you cannot eat, Mrs. Chen.
What?
Nothing?
All right.
Like that last shot.
So that shot of Carnage, like with all this tentacles coming off him with all blades and stuff, looks like a shot from a video game, but it looks dope.
Yeah.
He's like an anti-hero, Katrina. Katrina just asked if Venom is a good guy or a bad guy. He's an anti-hero as of right now within this, I guess, this universe. He was an anti-hero to begin with. Comic book wise, he starts off as a villain, transitions into an anti-hero.
Yeah.
Like a hero that kills. Here for a
Yeah.
moment says it looks good.
Yeah,
I mean, I
with
agree.
you.
It looks
good.
It looks good, and it looks better than the first movie.
Yeah.
But so where I said or it's going to benefit from a rated R rating, like Carnage is a very like bloody character. Like he's a mass murderer, serial killer.
Mhm.
Like if he was killing people in horrendous ways as a human, when he has a symbiote, we should be able to see him like eviscerate people, basically, like Mortal Kombat style, essentially. So that's where I think that it's unfortunately it needs a rated R rating to be able to push it to the boundaries and the limits of where this movie could be. But I'm feeling it's going to be the PG-13 that we had before, just to stay consistent and be able to be available to like all audiences or to a better, wider audience.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I have a feeling. Yeah, like Lucas said, if it can actually be dark, then it would be good. Yeah. I mean, maybe because it doesn't have a rating now, they're thinking about, or maybe not. They can't say they're thinking about it, but I think because if it was PG-13, maybe even in a teaser trailer, they would say, you know. So, but you're right with Carnage, like it would have to be rated R for. I mean, and it's possible because obviously Deadpool got it, and you know.
Yeah, but it's Sony. Well, then again, look at Morbius. Like we don't have a rating for Mobius yet, do we? And that is another movie that's like within this like they're calling it like the Spider-Verse or the Sony Spider-Verse or the Spider-Verse or whatever they're calling it. Like it's another movie that benefits from a rated R rating. I hate to say it, like, but a lot of superhero movies now could benefit from that rated R rating, like just to push it to like the pinnacle of or the edge of what it could be.
So Morbius
is what?
PG. It looks like it's saying PG-13.
Interesting. So that's probably what this is also going for.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, guys, and I'm so like transfixed on the rating of this movie, but like was my biggest hiccup with the first one was like if they had taken the original Venom movie and just had Venom, Lethal Protector on it, and then showed him doing like actual Venom things, like the scene where he like eats somebody, like if they actually showed him eating somebody, like look, Suicide Squad, right? Suicide Squad trailer, and they showed King Shark just going arr, arr, like just nomming somebody down, right? You know,
exactly, yeah,
or like ripping somebody apart.
Yeah, and it just like I mean, we're talking about different movies like Mortal Kombat. That was rated R, and look how great that movie was, being rated R with all the blood and the gore and even though I was kind of like, hey, Yachty, how you doing? So glad you're here. Thank you for joining.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like this you're right. This one, but if Morbius is PG-13, Venom's PG-13, this one most likely is going to be
staying within that PG-13 range.
Yeah,
and I'll still go and I'll still enjoy it.
The broader audience because I mean, because in a way, isn't this supposed to connect to Spider-Man? So,
I mean, we don't. That's the thing is like the owning of Spider-Man is like so muddled right now. Like Sony has the rights to use Tom Holland, but Disney has like the signed corporation rights right now. It's a whole mess, and I'm not. I've tried to listen to it and like get involved in it, but like at the same time, I'm like I just don't care. Just let Tom Holland be Spider-Man over here with Venom and be in the MCU at the same time. Like have the Venomverse and everything else be involved in the MCU at some point. Like that'd be great. Maybe that's what the Tom Holland the new Spider-Man movie's going towards. The No Way Home one, multiverse. That'd be dope.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we'll see. I mean, for what they give us right now without a rating, it looks interesting. It looks good. I mean, like you said, even if it's not our rating, I mean, it'll probably be just a little disappointing. I know Justin said he wasn't too excited about it too much, but I mean, here's the thing. Like I said, I'm just hoping that it's a good movie because, like I said, I'm not a Marvel fan. I'm DC, but there's certain Marvel movies I like. Guardians of the Galaxy, the Venom movie. So I don't want the second one to disappoint. So.
Would you say, now that we're on the topic of you not liking Marvel, because that just irks me a little bit every time you say it, right? Like,
Hold on. Hey, how's it going?
do you not like Marvel movies because of like the happiness behind it, like the joy and the joyful willy-nilly nonsense that comes from a couple of those movies? Whereas, like, let's take Venom for instance, like it's a darker take of a movie. And like the X-Men, the Fox X-Men movies were darker than the Marvel movies are. Except now Marvel movies are going to a darker place, and same with the TV shows.
I mean, the thing that does catch my eye with DC, it's darker, it's more real, like, there's not, like, for example, I forget which one it is where people are like, for example, Iron Man should have died by Thor, or not Thor, Thanos, and he didn't. And I was like, to me, like, if you're thinking like DC side, dark side would have killed I guess Batman or Superman or something like that. And as much as I would have sucked to see that, that's what I love about the DC universe. But anyways, again, that might be Disney maybe kind of keeping it like, hey, let's not kill the main people. But anyways, no, I don't know if it going darker, because here's the thing: Guardians of the Galaxy is not a dark movie at all.
It's a funny movie, but it handles dark elements. Whereas like a kid's getting kidnapped to go be like eaten by his father, basically a living planet, for the planet to regain energy. That's pretty dark.
Well, I mean, but
those movies together.
Yeah, but overall, Guardians of the Galaxy is not that dark. Like it's all like,
it's got dark undertones, but with bright colors and happy setting.
Okay,
there you go.
Here's the thing: I like Spider-Man, but I don't like the Tom Holland Spider-Man. I have not seen him. I haven't given him a chance yet.
Well,
People
he's good.
like him.
Well, he's good.
When he did caught my eye, that very first time, it was in it was supposed to be a Captain America second film, but it ended up being like an event. They're calling it like Adventures. What is it, Civil War?
No, it was Captain America Civil War.
Yeah, but it's supposed to be a second. Anyways, when he did he took his shield, did the little flip. He had it. I was like, oh snap, okay. And then he talked. I was like, you lost me there, buddy. And I was like, yeah.
Sounds like
Maguire's still gonna be. Yeah, I know. He's supposed to sound young. I know. This is like we could have a whole discussion about this. So my hate for Marvel. Here's the thing. I wouldn't say. Okay. What I don't like.
You might want to retract that statement real quick, right?
There's just certain movies like Iron Man 1. I did like the first Iron Man. The second one was pretty okay. The third one was boring. I don't like Ant-Man. I tried 2 times trying to watch it. I fell asleep. I'm gonna probably try
Ant-Man's
again.
always your argument, whether it be like in person or not. Ant-Man's always the argument for you. And Ant-Man's like a good movie, but it's the weaker.
Cool, and I'm just like,
Ant-Man. Personally, Ant-Man is the weaker of the Marvel movies. So the fact that you use that as like a springboard of why you don't like Marvel when you're not watching the good Marvel movies,
and then
like Thor Ragnarok, great movie. You watched all the Guardians.
I've seen the first Thor, which I like pretty good. The second one, I can't remember if I liked it or not. I haven't watched that one.
Thor Dark World's
the
not
Avengers
a good movie. The first Avengers movie
was pretty good. The second one, Age of Ultron, I didn't like it. The only thing that made me happy in that movie was, here's the thing. I was disappointed with his voice. Ultron's voice should have been
Age
more
of
terrifying.
Ultron has grown on me as a comic book fan. It has grown on me, knowing what the repercussions of what that movie has done for that universe.
And the only thing that I was like really satisfied in that movie was when Quicksilver died. I know that was bad, but I'm a Flash fan. Flash is my dude, and Quicksilver is just is Flash, and I feel like it was just a copycat and just called him Quicksilver. So when he got shot, and I was like, okay, you guys stayed accurate, and I sat there in the movie theaters. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, thank you. He died. Okay, cool. Because if that was a Flash, Anyways, what else? What's another movie? I see. Here's the thing. Growing up, the Spider-Man animated show in the '90s, I loved it. I
Yeah,
love everything.
all the Marvel '90s animation was brilliant. The
I feel
Incredible
like,
Hulk, X-Men, etc.
yeah, I feel like to me in Marvel and DC, the best, I mean, one of the best superheroes, Spider-Man and Batman, and their villains are all surrounded in the Batman universe and the Spider-Man universe. Everyone outside of that is just like, hmm. But I think the best villains are in Spider-Man, and the best on the Marvel side, and the best villains on DC is Batman. Um, but yeah, who else? Let's see what other movies. The
The most
Fantastic.
memorable ones are there. The best ones, I would have to argue, there's a lot outside their pantheons, but
Yeah.
that's a lot of comic book knowledge I dropped down in like 5 seconds.
I do enjoy all the X-Men movies. So when people say like, what's in Marvel that I like, I'm like, oh, I like Spider-Man back when Tobey Maguire. I do like X-Men. I did
Yeah.
enjoy Guardians of the Galaxy. I did enjoy Venom. So I'll admit there's some ones that I like, but I mean, am I gonna be a Marvel fan? I mean, if they're those, yeah. Like I love Wolverine. Give me Wolverine anything in
Logan's a
cartoon.
flawless cinematic experience of a movie.
Yeah. Who else? Yeah, so you give me Spider-Man, you give me not the Tom Holland. Like if we're just staying like in the Marvel, I guess, universe without like the actors, Spider-Man, Logan, Wolverine, um, any of the X-Men characters. Actually, I enjoy all of them. There's not one
Mhm.
character I don't like. Maybe Beast. I'm like, who else? What's another? And if we're just talking about the movies, I'm trying to think what other movies are out there. I haven't seen any of the Avenger movies.
So Justin said that really excited to see Andy Serkis do since Titan when it comes to stop motion capture. Yeah, Justin, I'm really excited. Like when you told me Andy Serkis was the one who was directing this, I was very excited, especially with how like you said how much motion capture is going on. So excited,
Yeah.
very excited. Whisper
I'm a-
also said, "What was the spawn of Carnage? Toxin. It was name was Toxin. It was actually what didn't want to be a symbiote. Essentially, it was like against being like the son / daughter of Carnage. So yeah,
I got in my little rant thing, and I just noticed I missed a lot of the comments. They're all what they were saying, Yachty, and I love Marvel.
Yachty.
Blah, blah. I just
Yachty. Marvel's awesome. I mean, Yachty, you're right. Marvel is good. I mean, like, I'm a comic book person before I'm a Marvel or a DC person, right? That's where I stand on my liking what I watch. I'm a very heavy superhero, very heavy pop culture references.
yeah. My voice is not that relaxing to put you guys to sleep.
Jesus Christ,
But
say
it is.
ASMR in my ears real quick.
Right. But anyways, yeah. So that's a whole different discussion. If you guys want to know what, and not really why
It
I'm
is.
more DC than Marvel, there you go. But anyway, I am excited for this though. Like I said, I did enjoy the first Venom movie. I'm excited about this one, especially because of Carnage.
That's a good question, Whisper. I think they're
Why
playing
did
catch up
you go-
because they're rushing too fast. They rushed too
Well,
fast to make an Avengers movie. And they
They-
didn't build up their characters. They didn't have time, and they just threw everything on us at once and expected us to know. Where the mainstream media to know. Whereas like comic book fans know what they're watching. A lot of people weren't happy with Man of Steel because it deviated away from what people knew Superman was. And then even less people liked Batman vs Superman because of what it did to Batman as a character in the mythos. But I'm a fan of like stories, and the story that Zack Snyder was trying to tell is a good story. Was it rushed? Yes. Did Warner Brothers have a hand in probably the first two movies? Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Did they execute things properly? No. But I think they're doing a really good job with these like solo outings that they've been doing and like these build up to things that they've been doing. So I'm hopeful about what's going to happen with the DC EU or like the DC universe in general as a whole when it comes to movies. But I think it'll be there soon.
Just real quick, Whisper. Like, yeah, I mean, everything what Lucas was saying, like, it's just they saw the money, they saw Marvel making money from all these movies, and they're like, oh, they're already in, they're already gonna, by that time, I think when Warner Brothers started realizing they're already on the third Avengers movie, so they're like, hey, let's play catch up. So they rushed the Justice League movie. They rushed, I mean, Wonder Woman was good.
Wonder
Aquaman
Woman was okay. It was too much of like a copy and paste of Captain America: First Avenger to me. It was a good. The Themyscira scenes were really good and really good new scenes. The World War II stuff was kind of like reminiscence to Captain America, more or less, where like Whisper stated, like trying to play catch up, so they're trying to use what they can do, what was already working. And then the final fight, the final act scene was terrible. Like the Ares fight was god awful.
I don't know if to me it wasn't that. No, I enjoyed it. I mean, it wasn't like
rewatch it.
What I loved about that was I loved how she was at when what's his name, Steve died, and she was just kind of going through the emotions. Like I like that because it was just kind of like, she finally felt love and the person she, which that's kind of sometimes life is unfair like that, and she sees him die, and then she, she's kind of going off, and then your DC's based because yeah, duh.
It's all right. It's all right. Hey, Carla. Yeah, you'll watch it later
Carla,
with me again.
Right. And then she's saying you'll talk about it.
I will talk about it in the next 5 weeks. Of course I will. Of course I will. So I like how we're on DC on top of a Marvel discussion video.
Right? How
just
did that
saying,
happen?
we just deviated away. We just happened. But it's possible for Superman.
Why that happened? Because DC's better than Marvel. Thank you very much.
DC's equal to Marvel. Thank you. DC's equal to Marvel. Thank you.
Oh man.
So Whisper's asking, is it hard for Superman's character to be a movie about because it's too perfect versus the flawed, interesting characters of Bruce Wayne? I mean, say okay. So Superman is a good movie to make about someone who's perfect trying to be imperfect, like living within a world is a paper bag basically around him,
and
like he can tear
under control. Yeah,
and staying under control. Whereas Batman is a character that like we don't connect with because he's literally becoming the apex of what a human can be, because he has nothing left to live for except to find the people that killed his family.
Yeah.
So, I mean, granted, I love Batman. I love the character of Batman and Superman. They're in my top 5 favorite heroes of all time. But I'm at the point where I would rather watch a superhero movie. A Superman movie over a Batman movie, like a good Superman movie, because there's so much Batman. There's so much Batman and oversaturation of Batman.
Yeah. She loved the Wonder Woman movie. Are you talking about well, you can say, I mean, I don't know. I mean, hey, sometimes people don't see it. So if they haven't seen it, Yada, you can go ahead and say it. And what are you saying, Katrina? You're gonna, ouch, my heart. Didn't I say you're my one of my, okay. You know what, now you're not my favorite mod anymore. I'm just gonna put you're gonna be in my top 3. Remember that conversation? Anyways, just kidding.
And Carlos says Superman stuff. Yeah, I agree. There's not a lot. All we have is the Christopher Reeve Superman and this Superman and Lois TV show. I mean, there's a couple of older stuff too, but like newer stuff and like modern iterations of Superman, there's not much.
And we were supposed to get a second Superman movie.
We were supposed to get a Man of Steel too. We were.
So,
but
do you
Warner Brothers?
If they get a Man of Steel, if there's a Man of Steel 2, do you still want Zack Snyder to do it? Do you want a different director? I mean, I guess it's gonna happen, right? Or no, they're doing a different story because yeah.
Talking about the J.J. Abrams one.
Is there J.J. Abrams going to do the
next
one?
J.J. Abrams is confirmed to make a Superman reboot, not involving Henry Cavill.
So then my question now would be: Are you
with
happy
a
with
Black
that
Superman?
choice? Well, and him being the director for it.
Zod's child became Superman on Earth 2, and he was black. So if they're following along, like what's his name, Val-Zod, or I think his name was, or something along the lines of that. If they follow that, cool. I mean, comic book accurate. I'll live with it. I'd like different takes of the character.
You know,
Unbreakable. Oh, you're good. Regarding your point about Superman trying to be imperfect, what are your thoughts about Unbreakable when Superman didn't know he was Superman? Is that Unbreakable? I don't know if I'm familiar with that one or not.
I don't. Superman's. I mean, on
I'm
that side,
not
yeah.
100% sure I'm familiar with that or not. But like
But
one of my examples of Superman stories are like is All Star Superman, where he like finds out he's basically dying from oversaturation of of solar radiation, and he tries to live his life as like simple as can be, but he keeps being pushed to the brink because he is Superman and that's what he does. Anyways, DC talk, back to Marvel and the movie. Sorry,
no,
we
what?
just got
No, no.
deviated out of it.
Let's
So
keep
let's
this
go back to this
coming.
Marvel movie.
Because
So
look at Yachty.
let's
I'm
go back to
breaking
this
hearts.
Marvel movie that we're supposed to be talking about and discussing. So I really want this universe to do something just so I have more Marvel content that isn't just MCU. Like I want a Venomverse. I want all the characters from Spider-Man to actually see the light of day. Like Kraven the Hunter. I heard he was in talks for getting his own movie. Have him be involved in this somehow. Like maybe Venom 3, because I think they're wanting a trilogy.
Oh, that
So
would be
have
good.
him
Yeah.
involved in Venom 3, or maybe have him cameoed in here. Like there's a lot of these different things that we could see. And I'm really
Yeah.
excited for.
There's some good questions from Whisper.
Whisper's
here.
coming in hard. Okay, so Marvel and DC. I'll get into this one now. Now it's staying within the topic. So
I would
should-
say
yes
I
and
don't
no
know.
for the rebooting.
Yeah.
Yes and no, because there are things
Yeah.
that deserve to be rebooted, which David Ayer's Suicide Squad tanked out, so it deserved a second go because there were shining lights from that movie, aka Margot Robbie's Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
So the fact that there's getting a second chance with a director who is well known for an ensemble
Hey,
cast
Leslie, how
movie
you doing?
already, I think it's perfect. The trailer looks amazing, but then again, trailers can be deceiving. But John Cena's character Peacemaker is already confirmed for his own HBO Max series, so therefore they're predicting it to do really good. So, and then has Marvel stopped after Endgame? No, they haven't. If anything, they've skyrocketed even faster. They're bringing in multiverse theories. They're bringing in a bunch of new characters. They're bringing in the Internals, which is basically DC's version of Marvel's version of the New Gods. We have the Black Widow movie still to come out, so we get all this new stuff. We have the TV series. Loki's dealing with time travel. We have WandaVision, which dealt with like different universes. Falcon and Winter Soldier's bringing up like superhero super soldier serums. Sorry. Like they didn't stop with Endgame. Endgame was just basically like the start to me. It's like the tip of the iceberg.
I feel like I'm gonna answer that with I feel like after that, yeah, they have these little mini series shows, but I feel like they're slowing down. And this is where DC now is going to, as Marvel's starting to decline a little bit, I think now DC's on the rise. Because I mean, like you said, here's the thing, I am interested in Black Widow. I think that's gonna be an interesting movie. It looks good. But I think this is now DC's chance if they do it right with Warner Bros. Like, take your time. You're on the rise now. Now you guys be Marvel for the next 10 years, starting now. And while Marvel's kind of doing these little...
It's hard to dethrone the mouse, man. It's really hard to dethrone the mouse. Warner
what he did
Brothers
with
does
Star
not know
Wars.
what they're doing. That was Kathleen Kennedy, and then they redid it. They regained control of it through The Mandalorian and Dave Filoni, and what's his name, Jon Favreau.
There should be a limit, because here's the thing. Okay, I think it shouldn't happen every time, because then it's just going to be like, okay, this is getting messy. You know, it's like one director makes a version and then there's another version from another director. But I think what's on the DC side, they messed up. They did some boo-boos, and now they're bringing in better directors to fix that. And now with these better directors, there's not going to be another version, if that makes sense, Whisper. So I think, you know, there should be a limit, but I think this is just Warner Bros. Like, they made a mess. They're bringing in better help, and now there won't be all these like different versions and blah blah blah. You know, I mean, at the end of the day, you know, like, we're always going to have like a different version of a Batman movie. You're going to have a different Batman actor, different Batman director, all that stuff. So that's always going to happen because that's been like that since day one. But I don't think that's what you're kind of really saying. You're kind of like, like the Suicide Squad 1 and then Suicide Squad 2. Also, I think if a director does a good job with, with one of the movies, he should continue on if there's going to be a series like the second one or third. Look at the only director that stayed throughout all of the trio was the Dark Knight trilogy, Christopher Nolan.
Yep.
There wasn't
because he did good the whole time.
Yeah, there wasn't Batman Begins, and then the next one was Zack Snyder, and the third one was like, no, it was Christopher Nolan 1, 2, 3, and they were all good. And here's the other thing: the third one was good, but it had a story already with Heath Ledger's Joker that was going to be like it was going to be amazing. But anyways, even though he lost Heath Ledger, they rewrote the story, and look, and it was good. So I just think that if with them doing these new versions with these new directors, if they do good, James Gunn, all of them, keep them. Let them do the next one and the next one after that. Don't be changing directors.
So I agree with both Yachty and Leslie here. Like,
I'm not saying Marvel's
not on the decline, man. Marvel's on the rise.
But why are they doing shows? Why can't they do more movies now? I think they're running out of movie ideas.
Because think about it. The shows are a lot of because people are staying at home, my dude. Think about it. The mouse is smart.
Well, I mean, no. I mean,
and they still have a lot of movies. They still have a lot of movies for their phases. For phase 4, they have at least like 8 movies.
Okay, but in those 8 movies, I mean,
they're just branching out.
The only one people are talking about is Black Widow.
We just got the Shang-Chi trailer, which looks dope.
Well, I'm saying I'm not saying Marvel's like starting to be like everything's going bad for them and they're going down. And when I meant decline is like they had all this hype and now it's starting to go down. Like they're doing these shows and stuff, but I don't think this is where
the shows are their hype though. Like I don't want to.
DC shows are better than Marvel shows anyway.
Verbally aggressive. DC. Oh, Wanda. You haven't seen WandaVision or Falcon, man. You need to slow the roll.
I will get to them, but I'm pretty sure they're not better than any of the DC shows. But anyways,
they are. They're 100% better. I will even admit that.
I just love the comments are just going crazy. Let's see. Let's get it caught up. Surely bad reception due to studio meddling. Yeah. I agree. I think it's a Marvel decline either. Yachty.
Katrina, Captain America 4 is confirmed with Sam Wilson as Captain America Sam Wilson playing Captain, not Sam Wilson playing, but Anthony Mackie playing Sam Wilson as Captain America is confirmed, already in the production. What I want from Disney Plus is a Steve through the Looking Glass, basically. Like give us like a 7-part episode, a series, and each episode is him putting one of the Infinity Stones back to where they belong in the time stream. That's what I want.
Whisper, I was asking regarding my point. Nolan was someone pulling his strings. Wasn't he in control therefore his vision prevailed? Yeah, I mean, I think maybe Warner Bros. Meddled a little bit in it, but I think he was like, hey, either let me do it or I'm not going to do it at all. And I think they were like, okay, you got this. But
we have Leslie through the Looking Glass here, saying that she wasn't a Marvel person at all, right? Like,
where would you?
There's one right here. She said she wasn't a Marvel person at all, right, until she got into WandaVision, which is a fantastic show, and then she watched all the movies. So, like, you saying like these shows aren't good, or like these shows are their decline, like these shows are bringing in people to watch Marvel.
Well, I mean,
you're just being a big ball of hate right now.
Katrina,
and it's showing.
Watching no Marvel. Hey, I didn't say I don't watch no Marvel. I haven't watched any of the shows. I'll get to them. I don't really care for them. Like I said, Did I not, Katrina? Did I not bring up X-Men and some Spider-Man and some Guardians of the Galaxy?
And I completely agree with you again, Leslie. Each one of those episodes felt like it belonged within the mythos of the Captain America movies. Like it felt like I was watching another Captain America movie the whole way through. Like if you watched it all the way through, it's like a 6 hour. It's almost like a 6 hour, like a 5 hour long Captain America movie, and it's great. And it's great.
Look, to make you guys all happy, I will get to all these Marvel shows because Lucas was discussing with me that we should watch these shows, and maybe I give some of that fire, some of that entertainment of me being on DC side, and give you my outlook, my perspective, my thoughts about these shows, and see if I like them, see if they do anything for me. Like I said, I've given a lot of Marvel movies a chance. I haven't gone through all the Avenger movies, but yeah.
Prevail with good characters, Stark, Hulk, Loki. DC might be having the problem with that regard. So I actually disagree. I think they have good characters in Ben Affleck's Batman. Love him to death. I think that Margot Robbie's Harley Quinn, perfect embodiment of the character in live action. I also think that Shazam, Zachary Levi's Shazam, perfect for that character. Like really, really slept on character. So there are characters, just Warner Brothers is not capitalizing on what they can do with these characters.
Yeah. But I mean, like I said, they're getting there. They're getting there though.
But they take one step forward and 5 steps back.
What are you saying, Yadi? It's okay, just stand corrected. We love you.
So, Katrina, we actually need a WandaVision because it opens up to the new Doctor Strange movie, Multiverse of Madness. It shows that there's a bigger scale to Marvel than just the universe that we know. It shows that Wanda has the ability to create and decreate reality, which is going to be a big factor into the upcoming movies.
Do you want to? Hey, I'll do a watch party for Winter Soldier so you guys can see my reaction. I will do that.
Whisper said Steppenwolf was another part. Steppenwolf from the Zack Snyder cut was though.
Yeah, I agree. Not the Josh Whedon, no. If you're mentioning Joss Whedon, then yeah, but Zack Snyder, no. Disagree. Are you saying, Katrina, you said you didn't enjoy WandaVision, right? Oh, I love you again.
And then we have Justin with Warner Brothers is very concerned about just rushing out content. And yeah, I agree. That's all they want. They want to.
They were before Justin and everybody else. They were before, but I feel like they're going at a slower pace. Like we're gonna have we're gonna have a Flash movie. So at some point they're gonna do a Green Lantern movie. Yeah, and I think they're taking. I think they're going at a slower pace.
We're getting the Green Lantern HBO Max series first before they even consider a Green Lantern movie. And Guy Gardner's been cast.
And that's still taking their time. I mean, look at this. And here's the thing. Look at the Batman movie. The Batman movie, Robert Pattinson, everyone's kind of like, oh, let's connect. You guys should connect that Batman with the Joker with Phoenix. And
Phoenix.
Warner Bros.
Don't agree with that.
We don't. Warner Bros. Is like, no, we don't want to mix it. They're doing their own thing, and I like that. See, and that's a sign that they're taking their time and they're trying to get it right. I mean, but then again, if enough people talk like the Zack Snyder cut, if people really want to see those, him as Joker in that movie, kind of wouldn't. I don't know if it would make sense, but yeah, then they might do it. But right now, I like how they're saying no, we're not going to do that. So
supposedly, this Robert Pattinson's Batman is going to be either Earth 2 related or Year 1 Batman. So I'm fine with that as well. It's a different take on Batman. Whisper says Joker met boy Bruce in Phoenix's Joker, but his Joker up to par with Bruce becomes Batman. I that's a different taking. So that's one of my things that I always said that DC excels on is their Elseworld stories, and I definitely think that this version of that Joker was an Elseworld story, and I think that's what they excel in, being able to do the best with. Is like one-shot movies about a type of character, not the main character.
Justin, cough, Wonder Woman 1984. My thing about that movie, it needs they need a different director. We already know. And then it goes back to Whisper. If they get the right director, then, I mean, they had some Yeah. It wasn't bad. To me, it wasn't bad, but it just needed more action. Like I wanted to see more Cheetah and Wonder Woman, and more like it was just.
That
It was
Cheetah was
just too.
awful.
You didn't like Cheetah? I think I like Cheetah.
No, I hated the computer
look?
graphics for it. Hated the looks, hated the color, hated the motives, hated everything about her. I like Pedro Pascal's Maxwell Lord.
Well, you're saying you didn't like her as an actress? I liked her as an actress.
I
So think she
liked
did
her
good.
before she became Cheetah.
Really?
There was no reason for her to become Cheetah in that movie. There was no like build up for her to become Cheetah. It was literally just like, oh, now I have Diana's powers, and now I look like a cheetah. Why do I look like a cheetah? Magically, Maxwell Lord gave you cheetah powers. Mm-mm. I actually agree with this, Justin, because I have a feeling AT&T. Well, we've had this discussion before. AT&T and Zack Snyder, like people, like execs at AT&T and Zack Snyder are like friendly with each other, very friendly with each other. So if things are played out right, we might see more Snyderverse, and I'm excited for that if it happens.
Yeah, me too. Whisper. Surely 1984 was too political. The villain has been said to resemble the 45th president. He's the best president, though. Was it too political? I haven't heard about
really
the
heard the
president.
too political nonsense behind it.
No,
But
no.
I'm more of like I base a lot of my assumptions on like comic book accuracy, and that Maxwell Lord was not comic book accurate, and that Cheetah was not comic book accurate. That movie was not very comic book accurate at all. At least to me.
Even the origin of how Cheetah became Cheetah is not right. That's not
Not that one.
not even not
there's
that one.
Not the good one.
Yeah. But anyways, I love this. You guys were trying to show you a Venom trailer, which we kind of talked about, and then it went to DC and Marvel shows and all over the place, which is good. That means it was a good discussion. It's a great discussion. Wonder Woman 1984 has some of the worst writing ever seen. And that's what I'm saying. It goes back to just
the making of the movie. The making of the movie process.
Yeah. It doesn't sound like the same crew is going to be for the third one. It looks like Warner Bros. Is going to find a whole new director and whole new everything. So,
yeah, and this is where I'm excited for Venom, because there we go. Venom talk. Thank you, Whisper, for bringing it back home.
Is Hardy
right,
a good Venom?
I don't know. I don't know what type of Venom he's trying to be. This is definitely not a.
I think it's more of a good Venom.
Yeah, he's more wanting to do good for the sake of being like bad at the same time, though.
Because he didn't even want to eat at the end of the trailer. For you guys who watched the trailer, he was like, Venom's like, we eat Miss Chang or whatever, and he was like, no, we don't, and it's like, it's like he was upset at first because what was it, like the cookies or something? I don't know, something was supposed to come in a delivery or something. So, I think he's more like a good Venom. No, I'm not. I enjoyed it. To me, the only thing in that movie that was missing, the writing was a little bit, but just the action. I just wanted more Cheetah and Wonder Woman, and I love the love story between. It was nice that they brought Steve back, but
there were action set pieces in that movie that were good. That's it. Some action set pieces that were good, and that's it. But Venom talk.
Yeah. Other than that, yeah, we will. We need to have a discussion where we just talk. Like, we'll just title it as like Marvel DC discussion. But anyways,
yeah.
Unless there was a recent announcement, Patty Jenkins. She's still directing the third. I heard they weren't. Well, okay.
I heard Zack Snyder's involved in this one. The next one.
Yeah, that's what I heard too. Now they're talking about their Lounge 5 bags. So you're gonna be. Katrina, you're going to be at 53 now. You told me your limit was 50. Look what you're doing, Yachty. You're making all these women like go. Yachty's like, for those who are watching,
they're ridiculous.
Yeah, she's already past 50. Yachty, where are you at now? 100? I don't even know.
Y'all are ridiculous.
I haven't. You're making so many videos, by the way. Anyone that is watching Yadi, she's a great YouTuber. Does unboxing. Has a lot of. If you want to see all the great Loungefly bags, she has most of them, almost all of them. She's great, and I love her. But my gosh, Yadi, like, my gosh.
It's too much of a corporate villain thing going on. Hopefully, the main conflict will be between Carnage and Venom now. And that's what I'm hoping for. I literally hope this movie is Carnage fighting Venom. But Carnage is going to have Shriek with him. So is Venom going to have somebody come in and help him fight? Because Venom can never take Carnage in a one-on-one fight. Because every symbiote's offspring is stronger than the parent symbiote. So I wonder if someone's going to come and help Venom in the fight. I think so.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, like I said, this is a teaser trailer, Justin. I don't think he'll ever be extremely top-notch excited for... Oh, he'll be for Venom unless he's going against Spider-Man, or at least existing in that place in the city. And it has a connect. I mean, I think maybe at the end of this one, they'll, like, throw in little breadcrumbs of, like, it's going to be Venom and Spider-Man in the third one. I don't know.
Like I just said, Venom, historically, cannot beat Carnage one-on-one. And Carnage is with Shriek in this movie, from what it's looking like. So, Venom verse 2? I don't think so. I think we might get another character in this movie.
All I can say, this looks amazing, you guys.
It does. That scene does. And I like the
that's a
scene
nice
with Carnage.
shot. I like that shot, too. Amazing Spider-Man. These ladies are all talking about their Loungefly. Anyway, you guys, I love you guys. I love you, ladies. You guys are. Hey, you know, real quick. I went because this is just being a random discussion. Might as well. Leslie, where was it at? She says, I said no to Loungefly. Now I have 3, and I didn't pay for, and then pre-ordered 2 Slippery Slope. Lucas, his wife Carla, bought her first one. You guys, and that's where it starts. And
hasn't bought another one though.
Hey, it's getting there, Lucas. You're gonna be like back there. That whole wall is gonna be like you're gonna be 50.
That's not my wall.
Be like 10 more coming.
No, not my wall.
Oh my gosh, you guys! I love you, ladies. Anyways,
Whispers asking, Amazing Spider-Man versus Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. Tobey Maguire played a good Peter Parker, not a good Spider-Man. Andrew Garfield played a good Spider-Man, not Peter Parker.
I like Tobey Maguire Spider-Man and Peter Parker.
I like Spider-Man 2 as a movie. Just an overall movie experience, Spider-Man 2 was awesome. But if I have to compare the two actors as what they're playing, it's like comparing like Michael Keaton and Christian Bale's Batman. It's like I think Michael Keaton did a pretty like okay Bruce Wayne. No, pretty good Batman. I'm sorry, I'm getting my things all mixed up. I think Michael Keaton's Batman was pretty like Batman. Like it's pretty good Batman, but his Bruce Wayne sucked. Whereas Christian Bale did an excellent Bruce Wayne, but I didn't like his Batman.
I like, and for you guys who are in the chat, let me know, did you care for Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, or, well, I mean, I guess Tom Holland, but I mean, just Tobey Maguire, let me ask you that. Did you guys like Tobey Maguire as Spider-Man and Peter Parker, or just one or the other? I think he did good for both, and that's why I'm like, he's my Spider-Man. Katrina's saying yes. What's Whisper asking? Would Hardy's portrayal be better if he used his English accent rather than a generic USA accent?
Eddie Brock is a diehard American, so yeah. I think having a generic US accent makes sense. But then again, this Eddie Brock is not the Eddie Brock from the comics. It's a completely like new character essentially. And I agree, Justin, that Spider-Man, but it doesn't mean they couldn't be a Spider-Man character teaming up with Venom. Cough Kraven Hunter, maybe. Cough Black Cat, maybe. Cough Morbius, who's going to be in his own movie. Cough.
Yeah.
Cough all the characters in Cough Spider-Man that they have access to. Cough, 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 cough,
Wait,
cough, cough.
So Morbius comes out
October, right?
No, it says January 28, 2022.
I thought it was.
I'm just trying to see if they're going to connect. Do you think it would connect if there'll be like an Easter egg in Morbius that's connected to? Because this movie, when is this? Or it just says coming soon, right? right? We don't have a date, an official date for coming soon. I was gonna say if. So
I think
then
I think this is the one coming out in October because the last one came out in October, so I think they're doing like an October releases.
this movie's gonna come out before Morbius. Then you're saying?
Yeah, it's coming out this
Okay.
year.
Okay. Oh yeah, it is. I think it said later this year in the trailer.
Yeah.
So then I wonder at the end if somewhere in this movie it connects to Morbius. It has to. I would think it would. They're just not like putting it in. Obviously, they're not going to put it in the trailer. 'cause
I
it would be a
think
waste.
there's going to be another Spider-Man character shown in this movie because they can't have Venom fight two of these characters and expect to win unless they're not following any kind of like literature at all.
So you hated Tobey Maguire. So we got one for hate. Toby for us did good on both. Doc Ock was awesome, and two, Garfield was too much man for us as Parker.
His Spider-Man was on par though, like on point.
Yeah, his Spider-Man was good.
His Spider-Man was Spider-Man, quippy, energetic, very Spider-Man. But his Peter Parker was like too hip and too modern. Like he didn't look nerdy enough. He didn't act nerdy enough. He didn't seem like a social outcast. He looked like he could be best friends with everybody.
Yeah.
Whereas Tom Holland's Peter Parker and Spider-Man is perfect. He's quippy as Spider-Man. He looks like a high schooler, whereas Tobey Maguire and freaking Andrew Garfield were both in their 20s playing like a high schooler. No, let's not have that. Tom Holland was what, 19, like freshly 19 when he got casted, or like 18 at least when he got casted to play Peter Parker. Perfect age range. And he acts like Peter Parker would, like super social outcast, like very hesitant on his powers, like perfect Spider-Man.
We need to have a Spider-Man discussion, but anyways,
you haven't watched the other two. You haven't watched the new Spider-Man movie, so you can't have a Spider-Man discussion.
Well, maybe I just want to talk about a Tobey Maguire Spider-Man discussion, and maybe the previous two or something. I don't know, or Spider-Man all together. There we go.
I can talk about Spider-Man all together. It's easy.
Thank you, Leslie, for doing that. Like we're all YouTubers. It helps out. Yeah, you're in trouble because if you just sub to her and she's all. And she even said it. Thank you. Looking for a bad influence. Yeah. But yeah, thank you for doing that. Yachty's awesome. And Yachty, if you haven't subscribed to Leslie's channel, she's awesome too. Great content. Great. You guys are all great as YouTubers. But anyways, okay, you guys. So, because we're getting all over the place. So it's just great discussion. But we need to save this for another time. We were just talking about this movie.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's coming soon. This was a teaser trailer. If another trailer comes out, like the full trailer, we will do a live reaction to it.
Of course.
But for you guys who missed out on it, go watch the trailer. It was good. And if you guys who did watch it, if you guys who did watch it, let us, thank you for watching and letting us know your thoughts about it. And if you haven't hit that like button, it would really help out our channel. We really appreciate it. If you're not following us on Instagram, or it's right there in the top left corner, we will be broadcasting and letting you know updates
that way. Yeah. Not this way, that way, right there.
There we go. We'll be broadcasting about live discussions, things we're doing, all that stuff. It's all good stuff. You guys definitely have to follow us on Instagram. But we will be we're hoping on Sunday we're going to do a next live stream discussion. Some of you guys probably don't know or heard about this, but well, is it confirmed? I guess
it's confirmed. Right? Invincible is what we're doing.
Yeah, Invincible, it's a show. And they're already done with season 1. I need to get caught up. If you guys want to watch an interesting, I guess, superhero show, it's got a good rating. Rotten Tomato scores up there, Google scores up there, everything's up there. So definitely have to, if you guys are curious about it, then join the live discussion next Sunday, and we will announce the time, start time, and all that in our YouTube channel.
Mm-hmm.
Man, everyone's talking about everything on here.
Yeah. So right quick before we go, let's pull up another couple comments. All right, I'm addicted. Tom McGuire's portrayal is superior to Holland's. No, I don't agree. I think Holland is the perfect Spider-Man. I think he is the quintessential Spider-Man to me. And then we got also down here with Katrina. She also asked what she watched on Invincible. I'm assuming correct. Yeah. So Invincible is on Amazon Prime.
Yeah, Amazon Prime.
It's a very forewarning. It's a very adult themed show. It's made by Robert Kirkman, the creator of The Walking Dead. If that can give you any heads up.
Let me put this on the
Yachty asked as well. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, like I said, Amazon Prime, guys. It's a very, very good show. I highly recommend it. I really like the Invincible story. I read it before I watched the show. Like I read it way back when it came out.
Yeah. And I don't know nothing about it, but I mean, I'm seeing all the ratings and everything looks really good. But we'll talk about that next Sunday. And we will.
You mean this Sunday?
Yeah, this Sunday. We will let you guys know. Yeah, my weeks are all
crazy.
Yeah. But I appreciate each and every one of you guys that are here, and that if you guys came, please tell me it's not about zombies. It's not about zombies.
No, it's superheroes. It's superheroes for sure.
Here, let me do this for you guys who are watching. Let me give you a little. Hold on a second. Let me do this real quick, and then wrap it up.
What are you doing? What are you getting ready to do? What are you getting ready to put on here?
I'm just giving people like what it looks like.
Oh, the animation?
Yeah, so you guys can see what it looks like. But I mean, if you look at the Rotten Tomato score and everything else, people are like, it's like really good. Share.
Solid show.
Let me show you guys real quick.
I do too. I suggest don't watch anything for it.
So this is what it looks like. And like what he was saying, I mean, here's an example of like it's a little gory, but it's like
pretty bloody.
Yeah.
Not a little gory. It's very gory. It's very visceral.
But I mean, look at this score, you guys. Like over here, if you look at it, IMDb 8.8 out of 10, Rotten Tomatoes 98%, Google users 91%.
It's a cartoon. It's animated.
Yeah.
But you lose the fact. Okay, so this is a whole nother. So this is the topic for the actual review. We're getting into the story. We're getting into the show that we're not even on the stream for yet. So, if you're interested, go and watch the show. If you're not, we will talk about it on our next stream, and then you can figure out if you want to watch it or not for yourself.
Yeah, do that. But yeah, so that's what we're gonna talk about next week, you guys.
This week, you are
whatever.
You are so crazy.
Man. I'm tired, sir. Anyway.
Thank you, Yachty. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah. For you guys who are watching, they're having a baby. So congrats, my friend.
Another one.
Yeah.
DJ Khaled.
So congrats to that. All right, but yeah. Anyways, you guys, thank you for coming by. Thank you for watching. We love you guys.
Yes, we do.
This was fun. We will.
This is really fun.
It looks like a Marvel DC discussion needs to happen. But anyways, this Sunday, we will, like I said, we'll announce on our Instagram. Thank you so much. Thank you for your support. Love you guys. And on that note, always be yourself. Unless you can be Batman. Then always be Batman.